So you're thinking about moving to Vancouver? My name is Alex. I'm a local resident of Vancouver, and let's go through the pros and cons. Let's start with the cons. Number one, it rains a lot in Vancouver. Literally, it rains like cats and dogs. So the most amount of rain we'll get starts from November and goes all the way to March. And the amount of rain is quite a lot. Right now it's the summertime right now in July, and sometimes we get a little bit of rain as well. So, but the good thing about our rain is, you just have to be prepared for it. So make sure you get a good umbrella and a good rain jacket so you can be prepared. The number two con is the cost of living in Vancouver. Rent is so expensive in Vancouver. A one-bedroom apartment in Vancouver could cost you about $2,800 a month. And you can actually move to another location just outside of Vancouver, like Burnaby or Coquitlam, and the rents get a little bit lower in cost. So about $2,500 to $2,200. But the good thing about Vancouver is that we have rapid transit, the SkyTrain, so we can actually get downtown in about 20 minutes. Number three con is traffic. Just like any other big city across the world, Vancouver is no different. Traffic in and around Vancouver can be very hectic during rush hour, but anytime after that is pretty okay. And if you want to avoid the traffic, you just take the SkyTrain. Vancouver is very well connected. It has a very good transit system, and it only takes about 15-20 minutes to get in between the cities. Number four con, I would say, is the really high price of real estate. Real estate is really expensive. So a one bedroom nowadays in Vancouver, in downtown Vancouver, can range up to $700,000 and up, just for a one bedroom. If you could go a little bit cheaper, but then that's going to be a little bit smaller. But you can find real estate cheaper as you move out of the Vancouver area into the other metro cities like Burnaby, Coquitlam, Surrey. The further you are, the cheaper you'll get. But those are all very well-connected cities, and you're only about 20 minutes away by rapid transit. Now let's go to the pros. Pro number one is the weather. I know I mentioned that the weather was a con, being it raining all the time, but it's actually a pro because the temperatures in Vancouver are never too hot and never too cold. Our maximum temperature we get in the summertime is maybe about 35 degrees. But usually our average temperature is about maybe 16 degrees all year round. And our winter time, the lowest temperature gets about -2. And the bonus is, because we don't snow a lot in Vancouver, the 2 times or 3 times out of the year, the kids get an extra snow day, which is a bonus. Number two, we have lots of outdoor activities in Vancouver. We have biking, we have snowboarding, we have skiing. You could do lots of hikes because we have lots of trails. It's very scenic in Vancouver. It's also a very great place to live. In the weekends, you can actually go. They have lots of festivals and community events where you can enjoy the weather and go out there and interact with the community. Number three, you're by the oceans and the mountains. Being close to the ocean, you could go to the beach, 360 days of the year, and you see mountains, which is very beautiful all year round. Being close to the mountains, like I said, you can do snowboarding, hiking, and that sort. But it's a nice sight to see every day. You can wake up every day and look at the mountains, right? And look at the ocean, which is quite great. Number four as a pro is we have a lot of suburbs in Vancouver. So these suburbs make up little cities like Burnaby, Coquitlam, Surrey, and these are all they all have their own little city centers, and we're all connected by the SkyTrain. So from Surrey Center to downtown Vancouver by SkyTrain, it only takes about 30 minutes. So it's great. You could live in Vancouver and without even having a car, which is great. Number 5 pro is Vancouver is very, very multicultural. 50% of the population actually doesn't even speak English. But the pro of this is that being that there's so many different cultures in Vancouver, you get all types of food, internationally rated #1 food in like every category. We have Italian food. We are very famous for our sushi, smoked salmon, that sort of stuff. We have lots of food, every type of variety. And number 6 pro in Vancouver is that we have sports teams. Or being in Canada, everyone's really into hockey, and in Vancouver, we're all into the Vancouver Canucks. We have the BC Lions, and we have the Vancouver Whitecaps, which is pretty awesome. So those are the pros and cons about living in Vancouver. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and watch my next video.